Good morning, students of 10446, Communicating at University. This is Wednesday, the 3rd of January. Happy New Year. Last night in the online session, I wanted to do a quick reminder of how to do research using the SCU library databases. And there was a wild storm and the pages wouldn't load. Hence this short video, which I'll try to keep to 5 minutes. Really, it's a reminder of doing research, those extra sources you need for assessment 2, which is due this coming Sunday the 7th. Alright, so firstly a reminder that there was a Blackboard Collaborate session conducted by the librarians back in week 3. So I can go into Collaborate and then into recordings. And you see here we need to change the start date if it doesn't come up, because sometimes the start date starts last week, for example. But that week 3 recording was from the 21st of November. So you might need to change that start date here to see them all listed. So week 3, doing research online, click open that, and that is a reminder of doing research using the databases. It's 1 hour long. Let's go to the short version. We're going to go through Google to SCU Library, and we're going to do a quick search for extra sources for assessment 2. Okay, so we know there are 3 different topics. I will go with the mobile technology and education topic. And let's say I am on the positive side, so I'll click and advantages and positives and benefits. If I am on the negative side, I will type in disadvantages, problems, issues. Okay, how do we know which side we're on? Well, hopefully you all know after your annotated bibliography. So I'm on the positive side. I'm going to start my search now and see what I come up with. I'm sure there will be thousands of hits, and then it will be a case of refining your research. Okay, yes, 50,000 sources, a few too many. I would like the research to be up to date as per the task requirements. So I'm going to have from 2015, okay, and then I'll refine. And let's see what kind of advantages come up in the research. Okay, so the first 2, the third one looks specifically at secondary education. That could be helpful. Okay, this next one looks at nursing education or health promotion. Okay, another one in medical education. So we're starting to see advantages and articles that could be grouped together. So in terms of advantages mobile technology brings to education, maybe one is to medical education, maybe one's to secondary education. Okay, so there seems to be already some grouping of the literature. So there, of course, there are a lot more results there. Let's go with the one that spoke about secondary education. And let's see which advantages this research concluded with. You can see the full text is available from all of those databases. I'll click the first one and I should be able to find the PDF. And often there is an abstract or a description of that research as well. Okay, so I'm going to click the PDF full text. This is very up to date. We see this is 2015, so recent research. Any points or evidence that I extract from this article, I am going to reference. In this case, it's Montreux, comma, Vandeline, comma, Schellens, comma, and the ampersand Mares, comma, 2015. Okay, so a reminder about referencing in text. Okay, in the abstract, we expect to find out what they did in the study. So it was a focus group, teachers and students, okay, since 2012. What are the results? They're here, which is great. They're saying policymakers should consider introducing technological and pedagogical support, okay, so that students better understand this education. All right, let's see how and why they came to that finding. Don't forget, we want evidence to go in the paragraph, in the body. Perhaps this paragraph has a topic sentence, something like, mobile technology is enhancing secondary education. Okay, that could be, it could be that simple. So I'm now going through to look at the findings, and really I'm going to the results and the conclusion. And as we said a few weeks ago, we're really looking for numerical data and statistics to prove our point that mobile technology is enhancing secondary education. Okay, so this is quite useful here, that 75% of the students in a recent study, you can put the citation, indicated that their ability to ask their peers question aided learning, okay, and they were able to ask questions through this technology. So that was useful. Okay, what else do we have there in the conclusions that will be useful? Okay, so they're talking about integration of technology here. Okay, this finding actually looks quite useful. The potential of these devices, we know they're iPads, such as browsing the internet, working together spontaneously, and using multimedia, allow for better understanding of course content. In fact, it seems like this technology is allowing learning that was not previously possible. So maybe that is the point that I'm going to use from this research. That seems to be a strong finding. Firstly, that in secondary education, those iPads are enhancing learning, they're enhancing collaborative learning, and they are allowing for activities that were previously not possible. Okay, so that's what you do when you go through the research. You're looking to extract the evidence, the conclusions, the results of the study, to put that in the middle of your paragraph to support your topic sentence. So that was a very quick look at how we can use research to support your points. As we said, really you're thinking about 4 paragraph plans with 4 distinct or unique benefits, or 4 distinct or unique negatives. And so if we are to go back to our search, as you recall, the research already started to be grouped. Okay, so now we know we're looking at advantages, but we know we have one article about advantages to secondary education. In a paragraph, I cannot rely on one source, so I might look for a second one. Okay, and so now we have 2 sources at least in each paragraph which prove the benefit. So the benefit, I'm looking at secondary education. I already had one article, which was that one by Montreux, and now we have secondary education specifically related to maths. And so now we can see that we're starting to link the research together. Okay, mobile technology is enhancing secondary education. Maybe another paragraph was on medical education or tertiary education or mathematical education. So we're starting to group the research together. So in about 8 minutes, it was quite fast to find a range of positive outcomes there. We looked specifically at secondary education, and we could then move on to another advantage. So that was a quick reminder of how to do research. Don't forget there is the SU library online. If you need reminders of how to reference in text and in your reference list, that was back in week 2. So I wish you all the best of luck doing research and finding those additional sources. You can use those 3 readings from My Readings, but as you know, you need to find at least 3 yourself, and you need to have 4 distinct paragraph plans with 4 distinct advantages or disadvantages depending on which side you are on, and we need 2 items at least of research in each paragraph. Alright, so that's the end. I wish you all very happy researching and completion of assessment 2. If there are any last minute questions, please ask them tomorrow by Thursday evening. All the best of luck. See you.